What's up, bros? Mega Mr. Chungus here, ready to dive into the ultimate showdown of whiny entitled Little... You know what, let's just say it. Brats! We're talking Caillou versus Little Brown Bear. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mega Mr. Chungus, you're a giant talking rabbit. You don't have kids? Why are you subjecting yourself to this? And you know what? You're right. But listen, even haven't escaped the clutches of these two. They're everywhere, and frankly, it's time someone finally called them out. So buckle up, bros, because we're about to journey into the depths of toddler tyranny. We'll analyze their worst tantrums, their most ridiculous demands, and finally determine who deserves the crown for the ultimate brat. Let's do this! First up, we've got the bald-headed menace himself, Caillou. This kid is infamous for his relentless whining and tantrums. If you've ever had the misfortune of watching an episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Caillou's whining isn't just a phase, it's a lifestyle. This kid takes whining to a whole new level. It's like he's perfected the art of complaining. Whether it's about not getting his way or just because he feels like it, Caillou can find a reason to whine about anything and everything. You know what I'm talking about. Spilled juice box? Cue the waterworks. It's as if the world has ended for him. The tears flow like a river, and the wailing can be heard from miles away. It's almost impressive how much emotion he can pour into a single incident. Didn't get a cookie before dinner? Existential meltdown. You'd think someone told him cookies were banned forever. The dramatics are off the charts. He'll throw himself on the ground, kick his legs, and scream like there's no tomorrow. Asked to put on pants? Prepare for the apocalypse. Seriously, it's like you've asked him to climb Mount Everest. The resistance is fierce, and the whining is relentless. He'll argue, cry, and refuse until someone gives in. Seriously, this kid cries more than I do when YouTube takes down my videos, and trust me, that's saying something. It's like he has a never-ending supply of tears and complaints. No matter the situation, Caillou will find a way to turn it into a dramatic event. And let's not even get started on his parents. They just give in. Every single time, it's like they've given up on trying to discipline him. Instead of setting boundaries, they just let him have his way to avoid the tantrums. No consequences, no discipline, just endless enabling. It's no wonder Caillou thinks he can get away with anything. His parents have created a monster by constantly giving in to his demands. It's a vicious cycle that never ends. Honestly, it's a miracle Caillou even knows how to tie his own shoes. Oh wait, he doesn't. Because he whines until mommy does it for him. It's like he's allergic to doing things for himself. Why bother when you can just whine and have someone else do it for you? Oh wait, he doesn't. Because he whines until mommy does it for him. It's like he's allergic to doing things for himself, or why bother when you can just whine and have someone else do it for you? It's a strategy that seems to work perfectly for him. And don't even get me started on that time he refused to eat his vegetables. It was like he was being asked to eat poison. The look of disgust on his face was priceless. You'd think he was being tortured with broccoli. Vegetables. It's like he's never heard of broccoli before. The way he reacts, you'd think it was some foreign object. He acts like he's never seen a vegetable in his life. The confusion and refusal are almost comical. Bro, broccoli is delicious. What's wrong with you? Seriously, how can anyone not like broccoli? It's one of the best vegetables out there. But for Caillou, it's like the ultimate enemy. He just can't handle it. Look, I get it. Kids are going to whine. It's practically in their job description. But Caillou... This kid's whining is on another level. It's like he's made it his mission to be the king of complaints. No one can out-whine him, but Caillou, this kid's whining is on another level. It's like he's made it his mission to be the king of complaints. No one can out-whine him. He's in a league of his own when it comes to throwing tantrums and making a fuss. It's practically an Olympic sport at this point. If whining were a competition, Caillou would take home the gold medal every time. His dedication to the craft is unmatched. It's both impressive and exhausting to witness.
Psst! Want to know the secret to why kids are bouncing off the walls these days? It's slime energy, of course. Picture this. Your favorite YouTuber is sipping on this neon green goodness, and suddenly every kid on the block is obsessed. Why? Because slime energy is the coolest thing since, well, the last cool thing. And hey, before you ask, no, it's not made from lead or rubber tire runoff. It's all natural asterisk, which means it's practically a salad in a can. Imagine going from meh to whoa in just one sip. Slime energy is packed with the kind of vibes that make you want to conquer the world, or at least your homework. So if you want to be the hero of your own story, grab a slime energy. Join the craze and get ready to feel the buzz, naturally. Check out Slime Energy at your local store or hit up our socials. Slime Energy, because boring drinks are so last year.
Next up, we've got the Master of Mischief, the Sultan of Shenanigans, Okay, I'll stop, it's Little Brown Bear. This little cub has a knack for turning the most mundane moments into a whirlwind of chaos. Whether he's indoors or outdoors, you can bet he's up to something. This little guy might seem all cute and cuddly on the surface, but don't let that fool you. Behind those innocent eyes lies a mastermind of mischief. You see him sitting there, looking like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth, but give him a minute and you'll see his true colors. He's a master manipulator, a tiny agent of chaos. From playing pranks on his friends to causing minor disasters at home, Little Brown Bear knows how to keep everyone on their toes, his favorite pastime. Creating a mess and then watching the reactions unfold. He breaks things, he disobeys his parents, he eats all the cookies. And he does it all with a cheeky grin on his face. It's almost like he has a checklist of naughty things to do each day. Break a toy, check. Disobey parents, check. Eat all the cookies, double check. And somehow he never seems to get in trouble for it. His parents, though often frustrated, can't seem to stay mad at him for long. Maybe it's his adorable face, or perhaps it's his uncanny ability to look innocent even when caught red-handed. It's like he's got some kind of magical force field protecting him from the consequences of his actions. No matter what he does, he always manages to walk away unscathed, leaving a trail of chaos in his wake. It's almost as if he's charmed. Remember that time he flooded the bathroom playing with the sink, water everywhere, toys floating around, and Little Brown Bear just splashing away like it was the best day ever? His parents were less than thrilled, but he just gave them that look and all was forgiven. Or when he drew all over the walls with permanent marker. A budding artist, perhaps, but his canvas of choice left much to be desired. The walls were covered in his unique brand of art, and while his parents tried to be mad, they couldn't help but chuckle at his creativity. And who could forget the infamous cookie jar incident of 2023? The jar shattered on the floor, cookie crumbs everywhere, and Little Brown Bear with a mouthful of evidence. It was a scene straight out of a comedy, and despite the mess, it was hard not to laugh. And yet his parents just smile and say, "Oh, Little Brown Bear," like it's all just part of some grand, adorable adventure. They seem to have accepted that their lives will never be boring with him around. Every day is a new chapter in the saga of Little Brown Bear's antics, like it's all just part of some grand, adorable adventure. They seem to have accepted that their lives will never be boring with him around. Every day is a new chapter in the saga of Little Brown Bear's antics. Whether he's exploring the great outdoors or causing a ruckus at home, there's never a dull moment. News flash, it's not adorable, it's destructive. While his parents might find his antics endearing, the rest of us see the chaos he leaves behind. From broken toys to scribbled walls, the evidence of his mischief is everywhere. It's high time someone put a stop to his reign of terror. Someone needs to teach this bear some manners before he burns down the whole forest. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt, and with Little Brown Bear around, that day might not be far off. Let's hope his parents can rein him in before it's too late. All right, bros, it's time to settle this once and for all. We've all been there, caught in the crossfire of a tantrum or a chaotic mess. But today we're diving deep into the ultimate showdown. Who is the bigger brat? Caillou, the king of whining, the master of meltdowns, or Little Brown Bear, the chaos cub? It's a tough one. Both have their unique ways of driving everyone around them absolutely bonkers. On the one hand, you've got Caillou, a 4-year-old with a penchant for high-pitched wails that could shatter glass. His ability to turn any situation into a dramatic episode is unparalleled. He could make a grown man cry with his high-pitched shrieks of despair. Parents everywhere know the struggle of dealing with his relentless complaints and demands. On the other hand, you've got Little Brown Bear, who's basically a walking, talking disaster zone. This little furball has a knack for turning serene environments into chaotic messes, whether it's knocking over trash cans, scattering picnic supplies, or just generally causing mayhem. Little Brown Bear leaves a trail of destruction wherever he goes. It's like comparing apples and oranges. Or maybe more like comparing a screaming toddler to a tornado siren. Both are loud, both are annoying, and both make you want to run for the hills. Imagine being in a park, enjoying a peaceful day, and suddenly being bombarded by either of these two forces of nature. You'd probably want to pack up and leave as fast as you can. The sheer volume and intensity of their antics are enough to send anyone into a frenzy. But if we're really going to crown a champion, we need to consider the long-term impact of their behavior. Who leaves a more lasting impression of chaos and disruption? I think the title has to go to, drumroll, Little Brown Bear. Why, you ask? Because at least Caillou's reign of terror is limited to his immediate vicinity. His tantrums, while intense, are usually confined to his home or nearby surroundings. Little Brown Bear, on the other hand, is a mobile menace. His ability to wreak havoc isn't limited by walls or fences. He's a free spirit, roaming and causing chaos wherever he pleases. Whether it's a park, a picnic, or even a quiet forest, Little Brown Bear's presence is felt far and wide. His antics are legendary and his reputation precedes him. He leaves a trail of destruction wherever he goes. It's like a tiny furry hurricane of chaos has passed through, leaving everyone in its wake to pick up the pieces. He's like a tiny furry hurricane of chaos. And honestly, that's a level of brattiness that even Caillou can't compete with. The sheer scale and scope of Little Brown Bear's mischief are unmatched, and honestly that's a level of brattiness that even Caillou can't compete with. So there you have it, folks. The ultimate brat, the chaos champion, is none other than a little brown bear. Until next time, stay strong and avoid the chaos. So there you have it, brothers. The ultimate brat battle has been fought and Little Brown Bear has emerged victorious. But honestly, is anyone really surprised? These two are the kings of brattiness, the emperors of entitlement. Okay, I'll stop. But seriously, someone needs to do something about these two. They're a menace to society, a danger to themselves, and a threat to our sanity. So if you see Caillou or Little Brown Bear out in public, do us all a favor and, well, I don't know what you should do. Maybe just run? Run far, far away and don't look back? And that, my friends, is why I'm never having children. I'd rather wrestle 1,000 rabid squirrels than deal with that level of brattiness on a daily basis. But hey, maybe your kids are different. Maybe they're perfect little angels who never whine, never make a mess, and always eat their vegetables. If that's the case, congratulations. You've won the parenting lottery. Now please, tell me your secrets. I'm desperate. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more totally real and not at all exaggerated parenting advice from yours truly, Mega Mr. Chungus.